Libra, welcome to your Aces reading. It's Aces week, baby. Let's deep dive into the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. So we're all on the same page. Let's go over Aces and Tarot and what they actually mean, right? The first one is what people think of the most. Brand new opportunity coming towards me, or you're working towards it. Regardless, brand new opportunity. The second one is actually the most common type, and that's renewed, right? Aces that are already in play, and we keep them in play ideally because they're working for us. And if not, we want to know that too. Let's take a look at them, because maybe we can make adjustments to get what we need to get, or it needs to be scrapped altogether and then therefore actually make room for a new ace. There you go. That's it. I should see a mix of both. New and renew. So let's get cracking. Show me Libra, please. And that Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups, please, for Libra. Like always, regardless of what I see today, take what resonates, leave what does not. If there's more than one energy on this board today, reverse those energies as you see fit. Show me the Ace of Cups, please, for Libra. Show me that Ace of Cups, please. What's going on, please, for Libra and that Ace of Cups? Show me. Show me Libra, please, and that Ace of Cups. No idea why. I have absolutely zero reference for this. I literally just heard Madonna's Beautiful Stranger. No idea why. I have no idea why. It's you know, I'm not a huge Madonna fan. I mean, she's cool, right? Beautiful Stranger's okay. I heard it. It just came blasting through. There it is. That might mean something to you. I have no idea. Six of Swords, Three of Wands, King of Cups. Oh, your heart's aching for new. Let's put it this way. It's aching for fulfillment specifically. Six of Swords, your heart space has transitioned from love of something or someone, and it waits. And I don't like seeing the Three of Wands, but it's not a judgment either. But I do see it waiting for a fuller heart or fuller days, bigger love on the horizon. But the Six of Swords is interesting over your Ace of Cups. Bare minimum, without any reflections at this point, without a 3D energy to attach it, bare minimum, your heart's moved on from something else. Whether or not it has in reality, I don't know. But it's moved on, detached itself from a love of something else. Otherwise, you wouldn't be showing me that transitional energy with the Six of Swords opening right away. And then it went immediately into Three of Wands, await mode, King of Cups, into a fuller sense of self-fulfillment, bigger love, feeling bigger love, receiving bigger love. That's what the waiting here is. I want to feel all that, and I want to receive all that, and I want to give all that too. But your heart space immediately opened up with my heart transitioned from I used to feel this way about this or that or a person, and now it's shifted over here or would like to. What's going on? And that's okay. If that's where your heart is, that's where your heart is. But where's the rest of you, though? I want to see, is that transition complete? Or is this just an acceptance in your heart that it's now moved or transitioned or would want to? I'm trying to understand your longing point. Where are you? I don't like it when people hang out at the seaside, which is what he always is. You know, I'm waiting for that thing. I'm waiting for that better thing. It makes me nervous when people wait, particularly as it comes to matters of the heart, you know, because you can be waiting a long time and I don't want people to, you know. I want people to make the most of their lives. I understand not everything happens right away. That's not the point. If you're going to show up wanting the biggest part of your heart fulfilled, I want you to be met with an arrival, you know? What's going on here? I'm going to press on this just a little more. Show me more on this, please. That was a bit choppy. What's going on? What's going on? The Star, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords. Goodness me, honey, there's so much. There's pain you want to ease in your heart really bad. Really bad. You have desire attached to this. It's a star, I can't see it, just know it involves your love. And it's caused so much ache in you. So much ache. You would fix it yesterday if you could. It's like you didn't have the words for it then, but you do now. Perhaps. Maybe it's not the words. Maybe it's more like the actions. It's like, I know what I would do. Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. There's an ache in you for realizing stars are left behind. There's an ache in you for realizing that your heart's moved on from something else and it wants to go somewhere else. And you don't know how to attach the points between beginnings and endings and which ones are which. Has your heart completely exited one situation? Is so much desiring of something else? Because you're saying you would love to address that if you could. Your star would take the form of action, so you could clear up the ache in it, the ache in your chest. It's so specific. I know you've had disappointment in love. You didn't mean for any of this to happen, but it did. Oh my goodness. I know you would rush in and clear up that pain if you could. It would mean a lot to you if you could. If for you, if nothing else. We want to clear up bare minimum some sort of miscommunication, make up for it in action if we could. But I can't see clearly if you have left something behind before you can feel free to express yourself in this way to someone else. I can't see it yet. The Six of Swords, guys, is mental transition first. Mentally, we start to detach sometimes before we do our emotions, never mind the physical world. So I don't know where you are. But I see the hesitation and the sense of waiting, even though it seems like you've left something else behind. Or you no longer love it. I need to see your Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands, show me the Ace of Wands, show me the Ace of Wands, show me the Ace of Wands. Show me the Ace of Wands, please. Show me the Ace of Wands, show me the Ace of Wands. Just to be clear, you long for a heart that's not yours, but you wish it was. Let's see the Ace of Wands, please. I see what you would like to do, that you have dreamed of doing. I see the Ace of Wands, please. Nine of Wands, Resistance, the Tower, Ace of... There it is. That's the problem. That's what I'm looking for. That's the blockage. That's the hang-up. That's the hold-up. Hold on. I'm going to push on that one further, too. Honey, yours? Libra? Honey? Show me more on this. You would rejoice with them again. Okay. Your Ace of Wands and your Ace of Cups are one and the same. They keep pointing back to one particular scenario, which, to put it lightly, is what we would call tricky or complicated. Except it's not. What you would like to do is incredibly straightforward, but there's so much prohibiting and inhibiting you simultaneously. What you want to do is very clear. What you want to do is go to whoever this King of Cups is or whatever they represent in terms of love. It may not be water sign, I'm just saying. They represent the fullness of the heart that you would love to receive, splash in, indulge in, drink from endlessly, right? You would love to. That you would just love to love, make love to, point all your best energy towards it. I would love to love you, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, you name it, everything. But it's coming across as a practical star. I just want to fix things. I just want to fix things. I just want to fix things. Here's the thing. That's actually not true. You want to do more than fix it. On the practical, your desire says, I just want to fix it. I want to get in there and talk to it. And I want to make it understand me. Okay? I understand that. But again, it was action proposed in theory based on desire. I'm having a hard time pinning down the motivation of it because the star is really personal to us. And you're saying, I just want to fix it. You want more than that. You want this person's love. You want the passion. There came a day not too long ago, and I don't know how long ago that is because in tarot timeline it's different for everybody, but I can tell you that tower is still relatively fresh. It's not old, as in, say, a year. It could be upwards to weeks and or months ago, possibly upwards to last December, somewhere around there. There came a moment on your timeline where your resistance towards this tower, you put up a mighty effort. It must have exhausted you to put up that much resistance to this particular tower. What is the tower, guys? It's the coming down of illusions, delusions. The foundation of any tower might be strong as hell, but the walls that we built up around it were thin and shallow and based on a lot of things that were misconceptions or what we told ourselves. And this is where the tower explodes or implodes or falls down because it just can't sustain the weight. So you spent 9 of Wands, a magnificent amount of time resisting the tower as it in respect to your heart space. And it also ties back to your passion, which for this situation is one and the same. And that's what one day you learned. You put up a hell of a fight, my friend. You must be exhausted. When that tower hits you, I bet it hit really fucking hard. A missile to the heart. What? I don't know what made me think of that. I have really no reference point. It's a band. I'm not familiar with their work or their music. I don't pretend to. There's something of a hometown hero here in Austin. War on drugs. It's a band. I think it's also a documentary. That's the one I actually know. I don't. That just hit the frontal lobe. Okay. That was really intense. Okay. So anyway, I don't know. That may or may not be a reference to you. I have no clue. 9 of Wands, the Tower, Ace of Cups. So for you, one and the same, they were learned the same day. Ace of Cups. Something else that you drifted away from in your heart space. You found yourself emotionally detached from something or someone, just to find yourself washed up on a shore desiring this heart space over here. I don't know what it is your heart has left behind. I just know where it keeps wanting to point in the day that you realize that it was a hard day. But it was kind of beautiful, you know. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, FYI, there's going to be some activity possibly with this person around the spring. Heavy references to March. Okay. Your desire to fix this, to clear up the miscommunication and ease the ache, on the out front, is noble. At the personal level, it would mean everything to you. It would seemingly revive your heart and your passion simultaneously. To see it again, to interact with it again. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. I know the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups seems low level, but given the energy behind it, I don't know when you last interacted with it. So there's a good chance 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, that kind of starting out energy or starting over is highly applicable here. But I do know this. This is high levels of socialization amongst anybody, but it feels good. We would call it friends, hanging out, having fun, being part of something, a group. This says this is actually a little more personal between you and I. this is the realistic version in reality of what it would be like to reconnect with this in the interest, I believe, to meet your desire, to try to fix this broken heart. Wow. What is really impressive is the way things hit me so hard when I put this down. I don't even know. I think I had a reaction. It might have been a micro one, or I was like, whoa. Because that's a hell of a thing. Not to learn, not to realize. No, the mental part will be easy compared to how it felt. How it felt that same day. That's where my heart is. That's where my passion is. For this situation, they're one and the same. And I can see you invested a lot of energy in resisting that truth. That's why towers are for our own good. Even though they're scary and they hurt, they're still for our own good. Because, honey, you could have been resisting this tower and still exhausting yourself and mentally and emotionally rejecting something that was there for you this whole time. I would rather you have had that moment in time, as uncomfortable as it was, than not at all. I promise you. What you want is so simple. I'm on the verge of crying because it just... It's like just to connect with it again, if anything else, just to fix it. And just to maybe tell them we're on the same page. Something like that. Yeah, I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Shut up. Some of us are like that, okay? Some of us are like that. But that's the whole thing about that's their gig. I know who I am. I'm an emotional creature, and that's what they are. They're emotional beings, and they know that. That's their pro. I know what I feel. It might be more than you. It might be more sensitive than you, but that's fine. That's who I am. You know? And there's something about that speaks to you, right? It's just that Six of Swords. Where are you coming from? What is it that you are no longer emotionally attached to that has you looking forward to this person's energy, like you would talk with it again? I don't know. That's for you, I suppose. Perhaps it will come up later. Actually, let's take a look at your Ace of Swords. So yeah, in terms of new, not so much. It's the potential, the theory or the hypothetical of renewed with somebody that's recently impacted you as a very strong motivation and or driving force. Oh. Okay. Let's see that Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. God, what a weird impression. I don't claim to know or be familiar with that band's music at all. It just hit my... I'm serious. It was trying to claw its way out of my eyes. It just said War on Drugs. And I was like, I know the documentary, but I think it... but I kind of see the band in my mind's eye. So if that makes sense to you, then that makes sense to you. Let's see that Ace of Swords. You let me know. You put it in the comments as you see fit. Show me that Ace of Swords. Somebody else had a music impression too. I don't remember who it was. It's weird that the Spirit chose that band because I'm not familiar with their work at all. I don't pretend to be. Let's see that Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Any new thoughts, insights, and or actions, please, for Libra or reoccurring ones. Let's see that Ace of Swords, please. Show me the Ace of Swords. Where are we on time? Okay. Let's see that Ace of Swords, please. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the... FYI, some of you might be connecting to Scorpio. You might have some very prominent Scorpio in your chart. And there's that Two of Cups again. The basis for reconnectivity, if anything, just to work through things. But that this is between you and I. You're more than just some random friend that I hang out with. Right? You mean something to me, you always have. Let's see that Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. I'm not going to lie. That's a little bit more than theory. It does look like it's reality-based. Spring. March specifically. Maybe something around February, but we're closing that out. But I'm leaning more towards March. Let's see the Ace of Swords, Knights of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Star. Oh, goodness. You've had a very strong idea and it sears your brain like a knowledge you can't unsee. That sword is super bright on this one, isn't it? It's shining back in terms of reflection. It's like I said, that's knowledge that sears the brain. That's why I call it crystallized knowledge. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know it, you can't unknow it. That's why I like actually the Ace of Swords a lot, because I'm just that person. I'd rather know than not know. So I say bring on the towers. I say bring on the change. Because I can't operate to the best of my abilities unless I know, right? I can't make the decisions I need to make in this life unless I know. So just tell me. Tell me, right? I am that person, and I think you are too. We all have towers to deal with. The point is that yours came and I hit it. Granted, it hit you. It hit you like a SOB, and probably at the most inconvenient time. But looking back on this, fast forward, I promise you'll be glad that you had that moment. As awkward as it was, painful as it was, and it might have hit you in the chest. Why do I keep coming back to your chest? Why does that feel so heavy in there? Yeah, granted, that was a heavy moment. Very. To realize your love and passion are one and the same. Did you cry? It felt crippling that moment, didn't it? Made you feel helpless. You put off that tower for a long time. Mm-hmm. Oh no, those are those moments in life. I've experienced them too that bring you to your knees. You're going to cry in those moments. Good. It's a good thing. It says you're human. But more to the point, that you love. And that you want love. I'd rather you know that about yourself than not. Even if it's inconvenient. You didn't have to fight that tower so long. But you did. And it's done now. Anyway, your Ace of Swords is tying back to your star. I know I can get caught up in it, honey. I find beauty in things, even if it's painful. That's what art is, by the way. I write poetry, too. You can't write that beautiful poetry unless you have something to compare it to. That's it. And some things are worth writing poetry for. It looks like whatever this is definitely worth it. You know? I hope so. That star that started out so innocent, I just want to clear up the communication, maybe the pain. That's it. How it looks in reality, which I believe is happening. And the Ace of Swords, there's that searing truth across your brain. Guess what shows up again? The star. Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. You choosing, and this is an active choice, a thought as well as a choice in action. You choosing to engage in this feels incredibly right. It stabilizes you. It makes you feel like this pathway, this star is correct. That it might actually have long-term consequences attached to it. And just the idea of that picks your energy up exponentially, just in your mind alone. That this star could be there for you in the long term and be stable. With you. Just the idea of that gets you giddy. So I'm not saying it's a guarantee. It's a thought that's occurred to you. And it's strong as hell that star could be there for the long term. And you're like, maybe that's worth it then. It could be my long-term future. A form of stability. Part of my foundation. Wouldn't that be something, Christina? Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. I think your Ace of Swords, your Ace of Swords, that's strong new thought. And it's a sustaining thought too. I think that one's good as it is. So while this represents renewed, this is a new thought for you. That it could carry you, this star, into the future, be part of your life permanently as a fixed star. And then your energy picks up ferociously. Makes you excited. Makes you want to kick this off. Kind of grab life by the balls and say, yeah, I can make that star a reality. That's a nice thought. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. But I have to keep coming back to this. I don't know where your heart drifted away from. But I see whose shore it's trying to land on. If that's true, see yourself on that shore. Interact with it. Engage with it. They're on the shore too. Where's that coming from? What is that beach? What is it? A beach. What about the beach? The shores and the beach. Something. What is that? It's very specific. It's a very specific visual. What's with the beach? I'm seeing somebody look out at someone else on the beach. They weren't there at the same place at the same time. What is this? Waves? I wish I was there. On the beach with you. So, what is that? From my there's a person here who has the point of view of the photographer who is looking at their subject. And they're both on the beach, but the person who is the subject is unaware that the person who has the observation is the one that has the desire to be with them existing at the same time. But they're in the position of observation. Capturing the moment, but not actually participating. They wish they could have participated with the other person on the beach, shores, waves. I wish I was part of that world, that life with you. I wish I had that moment with you or I shared it with you. Oh, lots of impressions for you today. Oh, so many. If this doesn't resonate with you at all, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Check your other placements. This one's very specific today. I'm not used to getting references to music I'm not familiar with. That's different for me. I can't tell. This beach thing is a reference between actual visuals and fantasy. It's like looking at someone else's beach pictures. Does that make sense to you? Like vacation, something like that. It's like looking at someone else's photos of their vacation time and wishing that they were in it instead of just being the one seeing it or the observer or the photographer. Make sense? Take from that what you will. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. Some of the Ace of Pentacles, some of the Ace of Pentacles, some of the Ace of Pentacles, some of the Ace of Pentacles. I can even see the fucking seaweed. Blue-green waves. See that Ace of Pentacles, please? Some of the Ace of Pentacles, some of the Ace of Pentacles, some of the Ace of Pentacles. There's bitterness and not being part of it. And the idea of love and appreciation if you were or somebody was. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. Two of Wands, decision. Everybody keeps showing me the Five of Cups about potential loss and regret. Yeah, I see you showing me loss and regret over an Ace of Pentacles that hasn't even been decided yet. It's kind of like, if I don't do this, I will regret it, but I don't know how, that I can't. You're going to have to reconcile that within yourself. I can't make you make a decision, Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, that suggests I know I have a decision to make, but I don't know that I can see myself making it. Five of Cups. What if I'm wrong? Regret for not choosing it. What if I'm wrong? Regret for choosing it. I'm going to have to push you on that one. You're going to have to clear that up for yourself. I can only reflect in as much as you're willing to show me or think about it. I've seen the vision through your eyes and how it sears your brain and punches you in the heart. In terms of real world activity, making the investment, making the call, that's up to you. I can only show you the possibility. I see what it means to you intellectually. I've seen how it affects you emotionally. But the real world is where the proof is. You know this. You're not stupid. It's like to decide, Christina, I could regret this if I do, and I could regret it if I don't. Okay. What does that Ace of Pentacles mean to you? Oh, Jesus, you're down for a third now. Whoa. 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 Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, did we have a choice with this situation? Not once, but twice? Is this a missed opportunity? Not once, but twice? You have a history with this. I'm not doing past orientation. There's echoes of regret and sadness around this, not once but twice. For some of you. So then that would suggest a proposal of a third time. Honey, you either know this is your star by now, or you don't. You either know that this is the love of your life now, or you don't. So if you're going to say third time's the charm, step up to it. You won't have to have any more misses on this one, no more regrets. Right? For one reason or another, I'm not assigning anyone blame. Shit happens. Literally. There's a reason why that's famously, and I know it sounds apathetic, but that doesn't make it any less true of a cliche. Shit does happen. People change their mind, or they can't commit, or they didn't know how to open up, and we miss things, we miss people, we miss opportunities. Yes, that's what it is to be alive, you know? Or once, if I had chosen it back then, well, we can't go back and undo that. And a second time, another thing, another reason, who knows? So who knows? Maybe third time's the charm for you. I don't know. You think they'd, there we go. How many was that, 5? A little slow in the uptake there. Okay. Anything else, please, on the Ace of Pentacles? Whoa. Such a strong impression. Temperance. Judgment. Queen of Cups. I mean, you know, right? Like you know. Like you know. You know, right? Temperance, Judgment, Queen of Cups is your call. But you have to know. You have a spiritual lesson here about claiming the truth of your heart and not resisting it. That if you're going to choose it, you have to know that you're choosing it. And that the aim here is love. That you want the fullness of heart, which is exactly how you opened. It's also how you're closing. To choose love is a choice. And you have to step into it and everything that it means. You have to consolidate yourself to this temperance and know that you're ready. Judgment, because it's going to be a call. A spiritual call. And if you're going to try to answer that call for the third time, by golly, it's got to be the right one. As for some of you, I have to insist. We've had moments with, and that's why it feels like unfinished business, doesn't it? It's like, why? Why does this feel like unfinished business, Libra? Because technically it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm interpreting this as the last time we connected. We've been wanting to fix the aches and pains in there ever since. And then I do see the real world activity under that Ace of Wands. The chance for renewal for this happens in reality. But yes, it starts over with kind of clean slate energy here, but with a personalized focus of you and I. This would be a starting point. And the idea of you seeing this further into your future excites you in so many ways because it becomes a sense of reality that you could have. And it's going to sharpen your ideas and sharpen your energy and sharpen your appetite to expand. But you got to know that you want it because that Ace of Pentacles is pending. I don't know if you two ever got that far as a pentacle, and that's something that's on your mind. The solid investment, really calling it, this is where this is going. That is a matter of tempering oneself, judgment, understanding that the end game in this is love. Oh, God. I'm not, Libra, going over 40 minutes anymore. I'm not going to do it. Yours are absolutely engaging. But they often give me more questions than answers. I know. That's what this is. And it sears your mind as a solid truth because it is. Abundance is near with this, with the star and having it all, literally. But then we pull back limitations and fear. We will accept the love we believe we're worth. So if you don't feel that you are worth all this love, which is bullshit, you will always put limitations on yourself and say you can't choose. Yes, you can. The only thing I'm curious about, the only thing you did not answer me, where are you coming from? Whose heart did you leave behind to find yourself constantly pointing at this other person? Because you drifted away from someone else's heart space, and then you've told me who your desire is. I want to know where you're coming from, because that's going to tell you a lot about what you've left behind in order for you to point your energy at someone like this with hopes, dreams, intentions, because it tells me what you weren't getting. Think about it. Separation. Remember, some of you have done serious separations before. Were they difficult? Of course, all separations are. But do you remember how you awakened after it? What was I just saying? If you were leaving another heart behind, or you're on the verge of it, that tells you where it is you are coming from and what doesn't serve you. And because you keep telling me what could serve you. You remember the freedom of separation before, and it allowed you to gravitate towards something that was correct for you. Ooh. We have the letters L, R, E, M, R, and then we also have the medallion of Virgo, but it's backwards. It says practical. I think many of you are used to doing what's practical, not necessarily what feels correct. I see that struggle of practical application over here. So is this a connection based on practicality? Or the best love this life can give you? Which technically is never practical. Something to think about. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.